videos that you're putting.
Oh, you like the? Yeah, you like those the movie reviews?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, somebody actually, I was making when I released the movie reviews, somebody wrote in a comment like, "You do recommendations?" And so I replied to him saying, "Well, I've always done movie reviews in the past because I watch a lot of movies. It helps me to relax my brain." And a lot of people say, "Hey, I'd rather hear what you think of a movie than somebody from Hollywood, from those movie critics that are shells that gets paid by the Hollywood, to promote stuff that, maybe the movies are shit." So when I do a movie review, I'll tell you honestly how I feel. And I try to have a little fun with it. I do a little green screen stuff, just to give it a little spice, because over the weekend I went and saw 2 movies, Bad Boys for Life. I had in review. I enjoyed it. I love that 90s, 80s, like just, you don't need to know the storyline. You're just watching it to blow up shit and laugh, And I saw Underwater, which that movie needed some sex in it. It really needed some sex in them. I'm not trying to be sexist, but some horror movies got to have sex in it. It's got to be rated R. Some movies should not be PG-13. Not horror. Horror should be R. So I just do them because a few people like my opinion versus theirs. That's why I do it. And of course, last night I dropped the thank you video for hitting 1,000. I thanked you on it, Patrick. I think Bob on it. I have thanked.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I have been busy.
No, it's a small little 10-minute video, which I think like Brian for coming on the show. Different people coming on the show that it takes everybody to help out, especially trying to grow subscribers.
Save it for live.
So it's fun. I did see this morning. I was running a little late too because I actually recorded a video, but I'm not going to be dropping it on this channel.
Oh
no. It's a piss off video about Nissan.
Okay.
Fucking me over. And I know if I dropped them on this channel, they probably try to shut me down or something.
Well, I'll share with that. You talk about Nissan, I'll talk about something.
Yeah, so Nissan, fucking me over on the transmission crap.
Oh,
so fuck them. So I made a video, but I'm not gonna use this platform for Nissan. I won't give that privilege.
You're live. I didn't fucking know you were live.
No, we're live. So today's gonna be just so Patrick knows, today's gonna be more of a fun kind of a show, not versus like digging super deep into Mandela. The title is Quantum Leap, Time Bandits, Evil Speak, Voyager, and Back to the Future, the real Mandela Effects movies. And of course, you only get 99 words, so I can't type in like the movie yesterday. I couldn't type in 100 movies. I can only type in a few movies. So, and the idea of the show is if there is some Mandela effect changes in some of these movies, like I think Bob, you said you had one on Back to the Future. We get it, and if this stuff was real, how can it change where Mandela effect people will actually see it? So, so I'm gonna start off with I know a lot of people have not seen this movie, so that's why I didn't do a short video on the movie Evil Speak. There is some Mandela effect changes in that movie, but I know Bob, you've seen Evil Speak. I don't know, Patrick. Evil Speak that starred Clint Howard. Have you seen that?
Clint Howard is the greatest B movie actor ever. If there was a fucking award, the dude should have an award.
I'm serious. You can watch it. Actually, you can watch it on YouTube for free. A little choppy, but it's actually on YouTube.
Yeah.
Clint Howard actually did a very well job in it. Now,
no, Ron Howard's little brother. It's Ron Howard's little brother.
Yeah. So let me tell you. Oh, go for it. Oh, I can't hear Patrick. You're off. So let me kick you off, Patrick, and you can jump back on. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. So I just kicked Patrick off, and we'll see if he comes back in. He can hear. So
it's still at the headphones.
So let me tell you, it could be his headphones.
Yeah.
But I know that Texas Danny had a few issues.
Everybody has issues when they come on our show.
So, okay. So if anybody's ever seen Evil Speak, you know that Satan basically kills everybody at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, that's basically the basic premise is that a kid gets picked on. God, the church, everybody fails him. He finds this dark Bible in his room, and basically, he basically not worship the devil, but brings him out to take revenge on everybody who hurts him. Now, there's been some changes in the movie where it's not the devil doing it.
Ooh,
Okay.
what?
Now,
it was the devil doing it.
No, it wasn't the devil.
Well, in the
wasn't.
movie, it was the devil.
Yes, we're moving the devil. Now, here's a couple.
Originally, it was the devil. I saw it. It was the devil. Well, it was somebody supposed to be the devil, correct?
Yes, but these are the signs that I've seen that was changed. There were I know a lot of people haven't seen the movie, but there's a scene where he was underneath the benches talking to these two girls because he liked this one girl, and these four punk kids kind of like picking on him. And this is after he's been studying the Bible, putting it in the computer. Now, everybody remembers War Games as like the first real computer movie.
Yeah.
That movie came out in 1983, War Games. This movie Evil Speak came out in 1981, where he uses a computer to type in the evil Bible because the words are in another language. And he uses the computer to translate. And then the computer starts to kind of like get possessed. And actually, the graphics on it has gotten better when the original movie has came out. So that has changed because the graphics are even better than the movie War Games, which came out 2 years after. So technically, I would say Evil Speak was really the first true computer type movie that came out.
So it's like D-Wave.
Like D-Wave. So
it's like D-Wave.
So after he's been studying the Bible and he's trying to get the Satan to come out and stuff, when he was fighting the four boys taking off his pants, and he said the word, he didn't say this in the original. He said, "God help me." He said that pretty loud on it. God help me. When he said that, now remember this word, God help me. Now this is after he denounced God and he was only worshiping the devil. Why would he even use the word God? I'm just saying. Okay.
So he did not use the word God in that movie.
No.
It was like an 80s fucking. I mean, this is face it what it was. Back in the 80s, they had a lot of satanic theme shit. I mean, it's all lighthearted. Motley Crue. Shout of the devil. But it wasn't like they were out worshiping the fucking devil. Let people understand that. It was just a mimic, thing.
Yeah. So the gimmick. So there was a girl, a secretary lady, who in the original she took the devil's book.
Okay.
Witch, like she wasn't mean to him, but in this one she wasn't a witch. She was just a mean bitch who's trying to steal the star off the book. Off the satanic book. So that has changed. Okay. Now during the movie when they killed his dog, those punk ass drunk people killed the dog, and they
like fucking Wick, like John Wick.
And the janitor, janitor gets killed. Okay, so when all the assholes, military schools in the church, okay, there was a priest, like a general who's also like a priest there. Now Jesus Christ on the cross, I never remember this, but on the cross, his hand moved off the cross, and an arrow shoots out of his hands into that general priest's head.
No,
it killed him. Right? I don't remember that shit. That wasn't there.
So Jesus on the cross killed a priest.
Yeah. Yes. Now,
he's an evil priest, though. He's an evil priest.
Now this is where I'm telling you the main.
Make sure we say that correctly. The effigy of Yeshua killed an evil priest. Okay.
Everybody was in this church are all Donald Trumps. They're all assholes. There was not one good person in that church. The asshole coach, everybody because the character he was like parents died. He was on welfare, so the military school took him in like a handout.
I remember that.
That's why he was picked on because he was poor. The rich people picked on him because he was poor. Donald Trump. So the school of Donald Trump. When Clint Howard found his dog dead, he brought out the devil and he goes and basically kills everybody, right?
Yeah.
Now, right at the end, the windows had like beam of lights, like from heaven.
Oh.
Now, the beam of lights didn't touch him. to show that turning him back. No, it just showed a beam of light. What that tells me is God himself wanted these Donald Trumps dead.
Oh, kind of matches the new Bible.
Yes, because the evil guy in the beginning, who's supposed to be Satan, who's washing up Satan,
He
was just a fallen priest who
Bring them
opened up a cult. Okay, he was just a fallen priest who opened up a cult. Now, a fallen priest opened up a cult ain't gonna have that much power to make a statue of Jesus Christ kill somebody and then have a beam of light hit the church. Like, so God used it to kill these people, but God can't kill people, just directly.
No, he's got
that's different. Like I said, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was God. So this movie has such a lot of Mandela effect because people talked about that Mandela effect movie about the Matrix and the computers. There's computers in this. He used the computer to talk to the other side. He translated his words.
Like
the computer to help bring back Satan, like a Matrix. And then at the end, the twist was he said, "God help me." He was asking God to help him in an evil way to kill these Donald Trumps. So, so that movie does it make sense now?
Yeah, it's actually the opposite. It's the opposite.
It's on YouTube. You can actually watch it on YouTube. It's not like the greatest look, but you can actually watch on it. So
that's good.
So, now you have Back to the Future. So what we do is we'll do Back to the Future, and then Patrick, if you know some kind of a movie that has a Mandela effect change you think in it, you can bring that one up. So Bob, with you,
Back to the Future is my favorite. Back to the Future is my favorite movie.
I got Time Bandits.
You got Time Bandits. So you want to go first, Bob, or you want Patrick to go?
Patrick goes.
You got any movies, Patrick, that you feel that's more of a Mandela effect versus the actual movie called Mandela Effect?
Well, the only one besides Star Wars, Back to the Future, E.T. I mean, there's a few of them, but I'll go with Back to the Future. And there's a lot of them Back to the Future. The van for one, and that one, the van. I have a double memory on the van. So the van doesn't hit me so much, but
what is it with the van now? I remember the van being white.
It changed.
What's it now?
It changed color, I guess, and it changed the but it wasn't, or it was a beetle bug, right? It was a bug van.
Well, Bob asked. See, that's funny, Patrick, because Bob asked me this a few days ago. He goes, "Do you remember that van?" I go, "Yeah." And Bob asked me in an email, "What do you think that van it was?" I go, "I thought it was a Volkswagen van." So you're right.
But so I have a double memory on that one because I don't know what type of van it was before or it is now. Whatever. What is it now? Does anybody know?
It's
the beetle bug still.
I heard somebody said it was blue.
It's not a beetle. Yeah, it's blue.
I don't know.
Somebody wrote Jay Butler. I thought that was. Hey, does anybody in the chat know what the van is now in the movie Back to the Future?
Volkswagen to what?
Yeah.
Is the engine still in the back of the Volkswagen? That's what I want to know. No, go ahead.
The ET one is a big one for me. The one that just came out. Everybody's talking about it now. I remember ET pointing to his heart.
Yeah.
What is he pointing to now?
He says, "I'll always be with you," or something like that. "I'll always be in here." He points to his right in the middle of his head, right in the what is that?
The third eye.
Yeah, the third eye, the pineal gland.
Pineal gland. It looks like a pine cone. Pineal gland.
I'm gonna have to watch ET again to see. I haven't seen ET like in 15 years. I'm gonna have to check that out again. So the hand is different now where he puts it. Yeah,
his finger. His finger when he put. Yeah.
If you think about Back to the Future, and just for kicks, that really happened. That movie really happened. He goes back in time.
It did.
That would fuck up timetable now because
Butterfly
once you
effect.
do a time travel, the line is now forever changed. I mean, no matter what, you bump into somebody else who you might have accidentally caused them not to have that date where he had sex and a baby's born. I mean, you cause so much effects that I can see where people remember things from the regular timeline, but because somebody went back in time and changed it, and maybe that's why people are having Mandela effects now because somebody has
a time machine.
Somebody has.
You know, one of the big ones for me. One of the big ones for me is that movie about Motley Crue.
Dirt.
And the way Motley Crue writes Motley Crue, they never had them two little dots above the U above the U, I believe. Motley Crue.
That's German.
I think it's above the R and above the U, two of them, and they have these two little there's four dots all together, two above each two letters. I did a video on it a while back. If you guys go and look at my videos, I did a video on the movie. I'm trying to think of the damn movie, what the movie's called.
The Motley Crue movie is called Dirt.
Dirt? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Okay.
I know that movie by heart. I love that movie.
I loved it. Yeah, I loved that movie too. So, did you notice them two? Is that a Mandela effect for you? Or?
You know what? I never paid attention to the words. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch your video, Patrick, because my next video that I call Mandela Effect documentary that I did on George Lucas and Joan Jett. I was actually gonna do it on Nikki Sixx because he died twice in the same night. And I'm gonna use that. It's a band. It's a white blue with a white top, a VW.
Yeah. It's a squatting van, whatever. But also, it's a blue van. But you guys also don't forget, there was a homeless guy on a bench. There's a homeless guy on a bench.
When he came back,
On the bench, there's a picture on the bench, guys. Now look it up. There's it's the raisins. You guys know the California raisins?
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
From Hardee's.
Yeah, he's got the sunglasses. So the California sunglasses, they still have the sunglasses in this timeline. So when you pull up to the bench, you'll see the fucking guy with the sunglasses. The raisins still have sunglasses on it. It's a residual on the bench in the movie. Now it's significant to Eric and I because we're from raisin country. We're from wine country.
Yeah.
In our town, we had the with the sunglasses, and they lost
the raisins. And little raisin guy's sunglasses?
Yeah.
And then somebody wrote Twin Pines Mall, or I think he wrote Mel, but I think he meant Mall, is something else now too. So the mall he's saying the mall's name's changed too.
Oh, Twin Pines, huh? I found the raisins guy. The raisins are still the sunglasses are still on the raisins in that one. And the guy with the newspaper, the homeless guy with the newspaper on the bench. You'll see California raisins with the sunglasses still. So that's a residual. It's in the movie. I want you guys to remember. You guys watch and also his name changed for me. Nobody's talked about this. It's Biff Tanner. Biff Tanner. What? It's Biff Tanner. Yeah. It's not Biff Tanner no more. It's not Biff Tanner. No more. Biff Tannen.
Tannen. That sounds totally different. It doesn't rhyme.
Talked about. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't you guys remember? Now I speak a certain way. That's why I know how things like people talk about Harley Davidson. I know it's a Harley Davidson, not.
Yeah, I know the Harley Davidson. Yeah, I know the
Mandela effect change in the movie.
Biff Tanner,
but the Biff Tannen, I'm not familiar.
No, not Tanner. Yeah, exactly. It's Biff Tanner. So everybody's like Biff Tannen. Biff Tannen. You know, fucking Tannen is Biff Tanner.
I don't remember him saying his last name. I just remember him saying it.
It goes right by you. Nobody even notices. It goes right by you. My ears catch it, and I go, Biff Tannen? No, it's Biff Tanner.
Well, hey, Nikita, Bob's going to be talking about Time Bandits in a little bit. Nikita wrote Time Bandits by Terry Gilliam's a great movie. It is. That's why it's in my title, and Bob's going to be talking about that in a second.
Yeah.
911 in the screen too. Back to the Future. Huh.
Okay, that makes sense. A lot of things have 911 in it. Actually, yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
It's usually a
Did you see that?
well. You know what's fun about this is it makes me want to rewatch those again now. You know, to spot those out because some of these movies
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen in years.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
911. The 911 is the two ones are in fire from the tires, and then there's a 9 up on the sign. It sticks out really good too. There's a sign where he's downtown. He's downtown, and there's a sign above that says 9. And then if you look at where he takes off, the burns from the tires are on fire.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. It goes 9, and then the fire 1-1
Yeah.
on the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, well, usually you have a 911. You also have multiple 13s because you'll have a lot of 13s. But if you have like 3 13s, so you have a set of scenes that'll have a 13 and a 13 and a 13. But if you take 13 and do it 3 times, you've got 3 as 911, or you have 666. So it sounds weird, man.
This person wrote, the Chiquita wrote in Back to the Future, I remember the Volkswagen logo changed from the old to the new with the line between the V and the W in the movie.
Yeah.
You guys are right. You guys are describing a lot of changes in that movie.
It's a white van. Here it is. I wrote it down. I'm weird that way. Hold on. It's a white van, VW van. It's a blue square van, okay? Blue bottom, white top, VW van. Remember, I don't remember shit, so I write things down. So I have to write it down to remember it. So that's what it used to be. That's what it used to be. I had to write it down. Brain problems.
Another thing in the movie, Lone Pine Mall, now or maybe it was always not Twin Pines. Okay. I remember the van VW symbol change in the actual movie.
It changed first. So it was still a van and it changed. The VW changed. And then all of a sudden the VW then it did another fucking change. And then the VW went away. And the next thing you know, it's just a fucking blue van with. And you know what the cool thing was? They were getting plutonium.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I did a thing on plutonium.
The guitar. That changed too.
Somebody wrote the church
scheme. Plutonium is the best usable isotope you guys
church
could
bell. Oh, somebody wrote. Okay, not church scheme. Church bell. The church bell changed too.
That's a good one. I gotta look at that.
I didn't know anything about the church bell. I have to rewatch it.
Yeah, what do you mean by the church bell? What changes are you talking about? What happened to the church bell?
Is it broken now? Twin Pines before the time jump. After Marty goes back to the future, it becomes Lone Pine because Marty crashes into one of the lines of trees. Nice job, Mike, man.
I gotta rewatch the movie again.
I gotta rewatch it too. There's certain movies that I watch every year over again, like the Star Wars movies and all that.
I love Back to the Future, but I think Back to the Future is changing just as much as Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz is changing left and right.
Well, it makes sense, right? Because the movie is about time travel, so it's like kind of like in reality.
If I was a time traveler, that's where I would put my.
Kyoto, then it was a VW.
You could do a lot with plutonium, guys. You just need a usable isotope. So you guys.
There's a clip where you can see it change on the VW in the movie. So there's a clip. Now, are they talking about seeing this clip on YouTube? Is that how you can see this clip?
What's this? The clip where you can see it change on video.
Nope, it's misremembering.
It's misremembering. Oh, yeah.
There's so many messages coming in. It's kind of hard to kind of
remember everything. I got the Mandela effect, so I don't remember anything correctly.
No, he wrote, Twin Pines turned to Lone Pine after the jump. This is done deliberately. Huh.
Oh, true.
Could be. Hey, listen. I made a video that George Lucas has the Mandela effect. And one of George Lucas' best friends is Steven Spielberg, who's the producer. Yes. He wasn't the director of this movie, He was the producer, Robert Zemeckis, who is close friends with George Lucas. It's kind of sounding like this group. I'm putting the pieces together that this group itself is like a Mandela effect community that, of course, back then that name wasn't there. So
94-13, yeah.
It makes kind of sense that these movies have the most changes and they're all friends with the godfather of Mandela effect, George Lucas. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I believe it. No, don't forget, plutonium is it's got the number is 94 on the periodic scale.
Oh, hey,
plutonium is 94, which comes to 13.
But this is what he wrote. No, the bell clock 9/11 is there at the end of the first movie. My bad, not church bell. It's the clock tower.
Clock tower.
Okay. Yes, I knew he meant the clock tower. But that's where the 9/11 is there at the end of the first movie.
Okay, guys, hold on. I'm going to add to this. Now, remember, I'm doing weird-ass fucking numbers because I'm insane like that. Now, don't forget he had an almanac. Now, fucking Biff Tanner stole the old Biff Tanner stole the fucking almanac and gave it to the young fucking Biff Tanner like Donald Trump. And the fucking almanac was 1950 to the year 2000. So if you break that down, if you do it numerically, it's 195 and then 2, which comes out to 193, which comes out to what? What's 1 plus 9 plus 3?
13.
Boom! What's the fucking numerical value for fucking plutonium? 94 on the periodic scale. 9 plus 4 is
13.
Boom! So how many fucking 13s are we gonna roll out of this movie? And remember, you have 3 13s. That's 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 911.
Yeah, and this person wrote
13s. People just say, "I see a 13," or they have a 333 on their hat. Shut the fuck up, idiot! Add them together. It's 9. 911. So 911 is a repeated pattern, which is 13, which is a repeated pattern in the whole thing. So if you see multiple 13s, you just add them up to basically 911 also.
Now,
you get to stop right there. You got to keep going with the math. Let's keep going.
Flat Accord Music says if you type in Back to the Future, Libyans, the whole scene is the first result.
Oh, yeah? That's actually,
Yeah. And actually, Flat Accord Music, I asked him if he'd mind in the future when we make our movie that he'll give me, do some music for our movie. Damn, Pat, did you just die?
Yeah. My wanted
lots of 9/11 stuff in Back to the Future. Yeah,
I'm not done yet,
Sean. No, I'm just trying to. These questions are coming in so quick.
Damn it!
I'm trying to not miss them. Go for it.
Guys, don't forget, Biff Tanner made his first win. Biff Tanner, Donald fucking fake ass fucking hair Trump, made his first win, and where? And in the movie, when did he make his first big win?
When he bet on the horse race.
He did his first win on March 28th, 1958. His first big win, Biff Tanner, Donald Trump, made his big fucking win in March 28th, 1958, which comes out to March is 3, 28 is 28.
13. Yep,
13. Thank you. It's that easy. So another 13, guys. His biggest win came out to a 13, numerical value of 13. Also, they use plutonium, which is 994, which is 13.
Well, it looks like somebody put a link in the chat on that scene. So there's a link there for people to check out that scene. Wow.
Biff Tanner. I bet you Biff Tannen, if you do the math, it might come out to 13. I don't know. I haven't done Biff Tannen's fucking name. But everything comes out. Everything in the movie is giving you a 13, 13, 13, 13, which if you continue to, remember, add them up, you have 3 13s, you have a 9, then you have a 1 1. So you have 9 1 1. So don't just stop with the 13. I see a lot of new agers out there running around with 3 3 3 hats. I'm like, fuck you, man. That's 9. That's 9. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 9 1 1. You haven't finished the fucking equation yet. So a lot of people half-ass with the equations. I see a 3 6 9. Finish the equation. It's 9 1 1.
Well, the real question is, when do you think you're coming back to America?
I gotta go see the VA because they think I'm insane.
The reason is Flat Accord Music just offered, I'll do the whole soundtrack if you want.
Oh,
it would be awesome. I love the Calibre. So
I don't have enough money to buy a ticket yet, so I gotta I gotta do my taxes. I sold the house, so I gotta see how much money I got back in taxes for the house. I'm waiting for the big sales to hit on tickets, so I might be getting like a $300 ticket so I can get back pretty soon. I've been running all over Europe, couch surfing in Europe, so I'm broke.
Well, we got a person volunteers are gonna make a music to the greatest horror movie you're ever gonna see.
Yeah,
Patrick dies. It's gonna be a great movie.
we're gonna make a
Hey,
great movie.
I do want to congratulate you on your 1,000 subs. I didn't get to do that because we got
1,000 subs.
knocked off right away.
Eric, man,
Trip,
hell yeah.
dude. I'm seriously, that's a trip because come on, we're three of us right now, live right now. We're not the most handsome guys out there.
No,
So,
I'm not.
if somebody's watching us, they must like it because they're not watching us for our looks. Because
Some people say I have a smelly beard. Some people
because we're just a bunch of idiots with the Mandela effect. That's all.
We're not Paul Logan. We're not.
brains.
What's that guy named? P. Weedy, whatever his name is. P. Diddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not all these handsome guys. We're just a bunch of people. Most people think we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We're dumb. We're schmucks. We're stupid.
9/11 is all throughout.
Hey,
movies
I have to say, congratulations also to Moneybags. He is doing awesome. He's got his own radio show now. He's on the radio with do you know what that radio show's called?
What's that?
It's Art Bell's Art Bell passed away, but it's his some guy took it over and now he's doing it, and he's got Moneybags on once a month now, and they all they do is talk about Mandela effect.
Yeah, they got a new CIA guy there. They redo the CIA guys all the time, so you got a new one.
That's cool.
And you can go on live. You can go on live with him.
Yeah,
and listen to the radio thing. It's really cool. So, who knows what's to come for a lot of us that have the Mandela effect, because we are not from this earth. We recognize that we're not from here, and we can tell people what it's like on other Earths. Wouldn't that be fascinating? It would be to me.
I want to be a teacher. I want to be a professor, college professor, and teach people about Sagittarius arm. This is what we did here. This is what's different here. This is how we can improve this. This is what we used to use. It's called fossil fuel. Long time ago. But now we have hydrogen.
I honestly think that you, Robert and Eric, you and all three of us should get together and we should travel and talk about the Mandela effect.
Teach people.
Do like like if we rented a hotel room and we like put it out there, hey, we're gonna be talking about Mandela effect, kind of explain a little bit the flyers and everything, get our name out there. So then all three of us go to this hotel, and then we're speakers. We have three speakers. And we can get more speakers to follow after us and hold like a whole weekend of Mandela people speaking.
Well, we could get Eric for president. We can do that way. We'll put
First of all, Patrick, you had me at road trip. Okay. You say road trip.
All right.
But
I love road trips.
There's supposed to be another. I don't know how good this Mandela Effect conference they do it now. They're doing it every year. I don't know, but I have been talking to Cynthia and a few of them to see if I could have my own room for a show from the conference. So,
the real people, the real Ghostbusters.
Trying to get us a table if I can.
Yeah.
That would be a fun road trip to do and film a road trip to the Mandela Effect conference. I think it's in Iowa or Iowa, Idaho, somewhere.
Yeah, Idaho, I think.
Idaho. Wouldn't that'd be a fun little road trip to go to Idaho and have our own little table? Say what we want to say.
I'm gonna have to skip it though. I'm gonna visit Mike in Nepal. I'm going to Nepal. I want to go to Nepal.
Going where?
I want to go visit Mike up in Nepal.
Hey, Bob, do you remember what is the title of the book George McFly wrote at the end of the movie? What do you guys remember?
It was a sci-fi.
It was a sci-fi with a yellow suit. I remember it because Marty played
The yellow suit.
yellow suit.
The yellow suit.
But what was the name of that book? That's a good question.
And he did
I don't remember.
He did a Darth Vader. He did a Darth Vader in the movie.
Van Halen music. Remember?
Oh no, that was when he was trying to get his dad to do some stuff.
He did a yellow suit. The comic book was a yellow suit. He copied that same scene. That comic book cover.
Yeah, in the comic book, he used Darth Vader and he used Van Halen music to like wake it up. That's a good question. What's the name of the book?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And the problem is now, since we don't know if that name has changed.
That what?
Listen.
We won't know if the name has changed once we see the movie again, because I can't even remember the book in the beginning.
Right.
I gotta remember that.
You can't get them all, you know.
We'll go back and take a look at it. I got the movie. But
if you take a look at it, you should be able to tell. It should bring back like some sort of memory. You know, if you take a look at it. If you don't know the title, just look at the book. It should rock some sort of memory.
The problem is it's probably fucking changed, man. That's the problem. Everything remembered, it's gonna change.
If it changed, then you'll feel like I have no idea. Yeah. I don't recognize this thing at all.
So usually I'll see it in my brain because I only
then you just say I don't know. I back out of it. You know.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
It wasn't relevant at the time, so.
See, that's what I like. That's what I like about this group. Nobody lies. We don't know. We don't know.
Time bandits. Go time bandits.
You can't know them all.
Let's go.
Wait. We ain't like somebody that knows them all.
Oh, Cliff Clavin.
You're unaffected, Eric. You're unaffected, Wood. You're all unaffected. I hate unaffected fucking people.
Squeaky shoes.
Well,
unaffected people always get in my way, motherfuckers.
We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch to another movie that's one of my personal favorite time travel movies of all time. Is if you haven't seen Time Bandits, you guys got to see Time Bandits. The basic concept of Time Bandits is basically little people. I'm not going to use the other word because it's inappropriate. Little people steal a map from God to go through time to steal to steal from people. So Bob, take it away on this Time Bandits change. If you haven't seen the movie, you have to watch it. Go for it, Bob.
Time Bandits is good. Oh,
I love Time Bandits.
Is a collection. I did all kinds of notes. I watched it last night, so I love that movie. So I did my little notes on it. I wrote it up. So I could remember it. So here we go. Time Bandits. When it goes through, wait, I got here it is. So yeah, I got all kinds of notes. So anyway, when you go through Time Bandits, they go through a portal. They steal a map. These guys, these little people who work for God. They work for God. They help build things for God on Earth. They stole a time-dimensional map. Now, it's not a time map. It's a dimensional map. They go through dimensions. Yeah, they go through like time, but they also go through dimensions. There's no time.
It tells them where the door is. It tells them this place at this time, and the door will open.
Yeah. Now, in majority of movies you guys will see, you'll always see time travel in a swirly hole. It's a swirly hole, but this one does not have a swirly hole. This one has a black door obelisk. It's black, tall black square obelisk, which is also in 2001. 2001, 2 + 1 is 3. Anyway, they have a black obelisk. You also have a black obelisk where Freedom Tower is, where the Twin Towers used to be. So Twin Towers are gone. It's all fake bullshit. Now you have this black obelisk. It was also in 2001, but for Time Bandits, they also have a black obelisk that you go through time with. So you go through this black obelisk square into time. And there is John Cleese is in it. John Cleese. Now, John Cleese, if you guys don't know him, he was an actor. He's part of the famous fucking British actor in all the British. What's the famous British comedy? Eric, you know what I'm talking about? Search for the Holy Grail, but the Life of Brian, Monty Python. So John Cleese is in Monty Python, and I don't know if I want to give all the Mandela effects away, but his eyes in the show used to be blue. In reality, in our time back in Century, his eyes were blue. So now John Cleese's eyes are brown. Now I'm not sure in the movie he did his eyes brown for the movie. I don't know why he would do that, but John Cleese, to me, his eye colors changed also to brown. And John Cleese also wrote a book. He's Mandela affected. He has the effect. So he wrote a book. So some of you guys look up John Cleese, look up his information. You'll get a lot of information about Mandela effect stuff. So John Cleese is in the movie. He plays 2 different parts. One of them is Robin Hood. And you guys are going to laugh your ass off because the movie's fucking hilarious. And they have a lot of information as they go through time. They've even got they meet up with Napoleon. Now, Napoleon, the stereotype of Napoleon is within our time from Sagittarius Arm. So he's very short. The myth was that he was short. And the myth was in our time he was missing an arm. That his arm always tucked into his jacket. Now, I don't give a fuck about the fucking Freemasonries. Suck my dick. But in my time, he had a missing arm. We grew up thinking the myth he had a missing arm, and his arm is always in his jacket. The pictures. Now we say, well, it's the missing hand. It's the Freemasons. I was just be a Mason. The missing hand, the secret hand that delves everything from behind. The secret hand. So now he has. But in the movie, he still has his arm cut off. He still has no arm. So he has a missing arm.
Yeah,
so
in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, so he fits the old stereotype, and he's short. It fits the old stereotype of the movie. Also, the Time Bandits meet up with him, with Napoleon. He takes them in, and they rob him. One of the items that they robbed from Napoleon was, in fact, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa.
Oh yeah. Did they also steal his golden hand?
Yeah. It stole his hand because he was missing an arm. And they also stole his hand. That means he has no arm. They also stole the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa. The original Mona Lisa. Now, it's hard for you guys to get to look at it 1,000 times. I can't sit here and give you guys, I wouldn't put money on it and put a say, but to me, it looks like the old Mona Lisa's frown. Not a frown. She's got a shit-eating fucking smirk. I call it the old shit-eating fucking smile. The cat ate the fucking bird. Did you eat that bird? Cat don't say nothing. It's got a shit-eating grin on his face. You know that fucking cat ate the bird. It's not smiling, but it's smiling. You know what I'm saying? It's the shit-eating grin. So Mona Lisa, to me, still has a shit-eating grin. And the way it looked fabric-y when they were moving it around with they're moving around. And it looked like it was done on wood. It was done on fabric on this time. So again, with the residual for the Mona Lisa was in this movie. You guys go see Time Bandits. You're going to see all these fun fucking residuals. Take your time. Eat some popcorn. Have a good time. Don't kill yourselves. Enjoy the movie and then see the residuals coming out. So coming back and see. Okay, hold on. I got more here. Mona Lisa. See Napoleon. And there's Robin Hood. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's the biggest one. Here is the one that made my fucking jaw drop. I said, about goddamn time. I'm having the hardest time finding a residual for the old skull other than stupid pictures. Anybody can take a skull and draw a black in the back and say, look, it's the old residual skull. Anthropology, archaeology, I know what the old skulls look like. I used to dig them out of the ground. In the movie... They go to the end of the world. Here's where Brian Staley's going to get really happy. They go in the time dimensions and they find the end of the firmament. So in the movie, they come up against the firmament. They're finally the wall of the firmament. These little fucking time bandits. They're holding, and they can't get past the wall of the firmament. It's firmament. So there's their firmament. It goes along with the movie. The movie, it's in a firmament. So everything dimensional time and space goes to a firmament, not to space, but through a firmament in time and space within the Earth's realm. So they want to get through it, and they look around and they find a skull. And as the camera pans down at the skull, it's not a picture, it's an actual skull. Now it's made for movie skull, but it's a skull nonetheless. And guess what? The eye sockets. They're the old eye sockets. There's no bone back there.
Oh,
it's
cool.
clear today. It's clear. It's not even CGI fake. It's not even. It's the actual somebody from our timeline made a skull to look like our skulls used to look like, and put it in the movie as a prop. I used to be at work. I used to be at.
Did you get a photo?
It's not a photo. It's they pick up the skull.
No. I meant, like, can you pause it and take a photo of it?
Oh, absolutely. You can pause it as long as you want. It's that clear. It's clear. You can pause it. You can get up, go take a piss, make a pot of popcorn, come back and stare at the skull for an hour if you want to. There's a long draw scene when they pick up the skull, and you can see it as plain as day. There's no ifs, ands, buts. There's no squinting your eyes, maybe, possibly. Nope. It's the old skull with the old back eye sockets gone. So it's clear as day. So those of you that forgot what the old skull looked like, check out Time Bandits. Check out the end of the firmament scene at the end of the movie. And you also get to pick up the skull, or you see the skull as it used to look. However, oddly enough, there was a little bit of new into it because it has no backbone, but it does have the two new whole nerve endings right here. So the skull is not 100% from back home. It's got a little bit of local mixed with it, but there's no backbone. However, it does have the two holes here for the nerve endings that are new and only in this place. We didn't have that back home. So when I saw the skull, I fucking paused it. I rewound it. I watched it several times. I had to get up and piss. I was doing a celebration dance. Whoop, I was spiking fucking whatever ball I had in my hand. I said, got one. A nice one. A really good one, because there's not enough of those residuals out there for skulls. It's all changed. This one's a clear one. So go back and watch Time Bandits. I think it's what else I got here? Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So Time Bandits. Let's see. Wikipedia made $40 million in the box office budget. $5 million. Let's see. UK $2.2 million. So if you put them all together, it's 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals 13. Again, in the U.S., it made $40 million only, which is sad because it's a great movie. In the UK, it made $5 million. This is all on Wikipedia. Look it up yourself. Do your own information.
Wow.
And then the UK, which comes out to 2.2 million. You have to do the math. So 4 plus 5 plus 22 equals 13. Hold on. US 40 million in the box office budget. Okay, I got it wrong. Let me get this. I always get shit wrong. In the US, I wrote it all down last night. I was half fucking tweaked. Anyway, Time Bandits made US $40 million in the box office with a budget of $5 million. So they took almost a loss. And in the UK, it made $2.2 million. So 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals 13. I got a 13 out of it. Yeah. All right. Anyway, it's on Wikipedia. Do it yourself. Do your own math. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I just want to do that's my Time Bandits.
Technically, it made a little bit of money. I mean, $5 million budget, made $40 million. Now that's $40 million
for a $5 million budget.
Now, of course, well, in the movie world, when a movie budget is $5 million, technically you gotta add more millions to it because they gotta make commercials for it out there. But remember, in those days, it wasn't just making money at the movie theaters. In those days, you had to rent movies, VHS.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of big income through the rentals versus at the theater, where now it's a little different. But they made a lot of these movies didn't make their money at the movies. They made it at rentals at home, because VHS used to be like $500-$600 to buy back in those days. And to buy a movie in those days for like $100 or more.
Yeah, I remember that.
You guys remember the very first movie, not DVDs, not not VHS.
Laser record.
There was betas, VHS, there was those lasers, those big
Laser record.
Yeah, the laser records is the one I'm
Laser
talking
record.
about.
Yeah.
Them were the very
Yeah.
first ones that came out. They look just like a record, a big ass record, and you put it in, and you have to take it out, and the record stays in, and then you play the movie, and then you have to halfway through the movie, you got to put it in, turn it around, and put it back in, and watch the rest of the movie. Them were the fucking days.
Yeah.
I would love to.
And some
love to have one of them right now.
Blade Runner had to take like 2 of those discs to play that movie. Some long movies took like 2 of those.
Took 2.
Really?
Yeah.
We had Eric and I had the entire collection because they were selling them for $1 because nobody had them. Everybody was switching to beta, which failed, and then they went to VHS. But regardless of the beta and VHS wars, all the laser records were fucking marked down to $1. And so the guy had them in boxes like records. And so Eric and I were kids, and we were going through them like records. And my dad would we work field, we do field work and shit like that. So we get money. We're children. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We were children that worked. Oh my God. We're children that went to work like adults. Oh no. Save the children.
We have Road Warrior. We had the Road Warrior. A lot of them. Road Warrior.
I used to go on to this radio show when I was about 10 to 15 years old. I would call into the radio show. It was a radio show that came on every day in the morning, and people would sell stuff or they would be asking for what they buy. You know, we want to buy this. It's called the swap shop. So I would put my number out there for snow shoveling, and I would make hundreds of dollars when I was a kid. And so I mean, kids nowadays just sit on their fucking asses and play games all the time.
They do fucking nothing. Yeah, we're changing it. You know, I mean, I always see the fucking kid rules. Bullshit. There was no kid sitting on their ass in a fucking in an agricultural community. Everybody worked, man. Everybody worked, man. Everybody had a job. You were fucking cutting lawns. You were out picking grapes.
And your parents took it from
you. We had our own money. Eric and I were kids. We made our own money. And we went to the fucking the store, the video store. We bought our own laser records for $1. I had the entire collection of James Bond. The entire collection. Some of them took 2 different laser discs because it part one.
Let me mention one thing real quick. I don't know if Brian Staveley is asking who's the guest on us or somebody else in the chat, but he's asking us. That's Patrick Robert from our timeline channel. If he's asking, I don't know if he's asking about the chat. And Brian, I do want to say I saw your post about your dog, and man, I'm sorry for your loss. I know you lost your dog, and you know, listen, I know my dog here. You know, I had her for 10 years, and we bought her at an SPCA when she was already 5 years old. Chihuahuas live about 17, so my dog's 15 technically, 15 years. So I know that in reality, she's going to go soon. So I know how that feels when a dog's part of your life. I mean, this dog's been with us for 10 years.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. That's fucked up.
I didn't know what was going on, but I feel sorry, Brian, for your loss.
That's hard. Dogs are like the best friend.
Yeah.
There's rescue cats in here everywhere. I got rescue cats around me right now.
Are your guys' signs? Do you guys notice your street signs changing at all? My signs here, I've talked about it before, but I don't know if you guys know. But my street signs in town are going from green and white to blue and white, and we have fire numbers because we live out in the country. So we have fire numbers, and the fire numbers are little square signs that sit out by about 60 feet in off the road, so the fire department can see that it's.
Oh shit!
So and them signs used to be red and white, and they're changing to blue and white. I've got photos of it, and I've got residue photos of the red and white also. And
only changes I see are the mall. The mall's got the statues are changing. the statues are actually these statues here is the biggest mall in England, and cool thing I'm right next to it. It's great for fucking anthropology context, but the statues are changing. Two of them appeared on top of a Starbucks that had never been there before. I was like, what the fuck? Now, again, I need to go talk to management to find out if they just put those there so I can say that. But they look like they've been there for a long time. But I can't 100% say it. But yeah, we've had a couple shifts because I've got a.
Did you guys see? We got a newbie that started watching our show. Sean Becker wrote, "I am a newbie, but I love the show, guys. Hey, we love new people, man.
Cool.
Bring them on. You know, we try to be.
How about on top of the is it the White House or the Senate House? Something there was an American flag up there, and now there's a statue or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, statues are appearing everywhere. They're appearing everywhere. There's new statues popping up all over the place. Basically, this place is Rome. We're Rome. Think of yourself as a slave, and you live in Rome. So there's two different types of people on this fucking back of a turtle. To respect the flat earthers, I say turtle. So flat earthers, no, I just say turtle. To not go any, the round earthers or the flat, no, I just say turtle. It's easier for me. Nobody listens to turtle. But anyway, there's citizens, and then there's the slaves. So you're either a slave or a citizen. Some people with the Freemasonry, some people with certain lodges they've freed themselves. They went down to I've been checking out the court systems, and there's an epidemic of people going down there trying to become free citizens. They're trying to become independent citizens, sovereign citizens. It's called sovereign citizens. And even here in England, they can't do it here. They're not allowed to do it. In America, there's a large number of people becoming sovereign citizens, which means you got to go own yourself. That means you got to go through the court systems. You got to take back your straw man. You got to do a whole lot of shit. But the problem is that judges, it's a maritime court system, so they're not going to allow you to become free. So you can try to free yourselves, people, but good luck with that. It's a sovereign citizen. Some people
Go ahead. I see a lot of YouTube videos about people trying to become sovereign citizens, and they get pulled over by the law, and they try to do that shit, and the law just takes them to jail anyways.
Take them to jail anyway, because if you're not part of the lodge, I mean, this is face. If you're not part of the lodge, you're not a sovereign citizen.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna do something here. Hey, you, come here. Hold on a second. I'm bringing this young guy in here for a second. Sit down for a second. Okay, this is he's 23, 22 years old, right?
Yeah.
You're okay? No. The reason I'm bringing him on as a 22-year-old, and you hang out with a lot of 20-year-old people, right? The younger generation. You're part of the new generation. As you haven't listened to none of the show, have you and your friends ever talked about weird changes in life, or do you guys just? I'm not trying to put you on a spot, but have you guys even heard the word Mandela effect? You have any thoughts about when people talk about changes? I'm just curious with a young person's mind. Do you guys even talk about anything like this, or you guys just party and stuff?
We haven't discussed Mandela effect.
No, I want to get some honest answer from younger people that, is it because there's too much life to live right now? You just don't care to research,
I don't know
or
if we've lived long enough to really notice changes. Maybe if more experience and whatnot. And that makes sense, right? I don't know if you heard him. He said that he hasn't lived a long enough life to even see changes, which makes sense. I'm always curious, a point of view through a young person. So I thought I'd just call him over and see. So when somebody does talk about it, like when you hear Bob talk about changing and stuff, do you just, I'm not saying you don't care, but you just don't care to research it or anything, or? Oh, I've researched it myself.
He's my nephew.
But you do research it.
Yeah, I have in the past,
but he does do research, which is more than most people even do out there. People don't even do research. So
yeah. How about North Pole? Gamesters, man. Do you remember the fucking North Pole, dude?
Yeah.
Do you remember Northern Ice Cap? There was a Northern Ice Cap. It was a continent. It was actually ground. It wasn't ice. It was covered in ice. But it was an actual continent. It was the Northern Arctic. Do you remember the North Pole?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, good, because a lot of youth, I've talked to the youth, and they're like, we remember the North Pole. I said, then, well, isn't it still there? I'm like, no. They're like, well, what's up there? We see the ice. You see a rendition of what they call icebergs floating around, but there's no landmass anymore. There's no North Pole. It's gone.
I'm in the North Pole right now.
Oh, it's snowing here.
So
Yeah.
you notice what Bob's talking about. Now, if somebody said maybe you're Mandela affected, when you hear that, what do you think? Do you think
Mandela affected?
Yeah, that you're basically means you recognize you've seen changes and you know it's happening.
Like you see changes that other people can't.
Yeah, or they won't admit to, or they just haven't studied it.
Well, what about that?
Do you feel that somebody's asked a question here? System failure asked a question: is he Mandela affected? So do you feel that you could be affected, or you just you can be honest. You can say I just haven't researched it enough.
It's possible. I mean, there's some like things I haven't observed like, well enough, but yeah, I feel like there's a few things like that have changed over time. It's possible.
And you know what I like about his answer is, like he said, he just hasn't lived a long enough life, and he hasn't researched enough. And where most people hear the word, they're automatically afraid, and they're not. You don't have to recognize it's real or not. Be honest and say, I just haven't lived long enough. I haven't researched enough, and I think that's a good answer. So you go back to cooking. I just thought I'd take the opportunity there. Somebody who's younger than us, by 20 years, and when we had that army group downstairs, Jeremiah, all them, they're at the age where, they're more partying than researching. But to an age where you start want to research. Hey, look like we got Ocean Girl in the house, and hey guys, what was fun was God, I don't know if I'm having an effect or not, but yesterday or day before, she actually had a live show. She actually did a live show.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah. I was on it. Premilia jumped on it. It was really fun.
I didn't get a notification.
I didn't. I have to ring them. I didn't know she's doing them, so I have to ring the bell. I have to set the bell up.
Yeah, set the bell up. It was really very fun. She's showing us the area, things, and I just want to give a little shout out to people that check out Ocean Girl's YouTube page. She has some great scenery of Australia, her vacation. Just
more the merrier.
I love seeing that. So I just want to give a little shout out.
I'll be going on tonight.
Good. I want to see more. I like to see people on. I don't care about subs. I don't care about. I just want to hear people talk about it. Give platforms to get on there and talk about things.
And not just a platform. It's all different. Actually, that's a good question. And also tomorrow, 3 of us are actually going on Digital Intel show tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
4 o'clock my time, Pacific time. East Coast time is 7 p.m. And of course, he broadcasts from Australia. So all 3 of us are actually going on his show tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off here. Hold on. CBD. I wonder if CBD could help my cat. He's like 20 and is starting to slow down. I just want him to be comfortable with his last days. Yeah, in England they have at the vet stores, the vet stores, they have stuff for cats. They have CBDs for cats.
Hey,
they have CBDs for cats and dogs. So sometimes over here, when these are pedicure fucking dogs and pedicure cats, whatever, they get professional trims, professional help. Not like the United States, but we kind of, over here they take really super care, and they do CBDs with their animals. That's big over here in England. So CBD animals are huge.
I'm gonna answer that question too, because there's like a week where we had to take on this crazy dog named Lulu.
Oh God!
Okay, this dog has such a panic attack. You just can't believe this dog is freaking crazy. So we have some CBD from we bought some and we actually gave some to this dog, and it does help. It calmed her down.
Yeah,
this dog is nuts, dude. This dog is crazy. Example: this dog be on my lap, right?
Yeah,
you're petting it. As soon as my wife sits down, this dog jumps on her and starts growling at me. It wants to bite me. Just like that. So we give this dog CBD. It calmed her down.
Yeah, they do it over here. They do it for trims. They do hair trim. Some dogs get panic attacks when they get their haircuts. I know it sounds weird, man. Here I am, a big ass American with these pedigree dogs. I love these fucking pedigree dogs. I mean, I'm addicted to them. Fun. I love walking dogs. It's kind of fun, but I love walking dogs over here. I get to see everything around, and nobody stares at a fucking big old American with a beard walking a dog. It's the best way to talk to people, anthropology wise. But a lot of the animals here, they use CBDs for them in all the shops. For hair trimming, everything. For cutting nails, dogs fucking freak out when you cut their nails. They have a traumatic experience. When they CBD their dogs just like put the paws up. They don't care.
Listen, our dog here was sick for a while. I didn't know. I was thinking maybe she's on her last leg, and we actually gave Girly Sue. Our dog's name is Girly Sue, and we gave her some CBD, and it actually helped her out.
Yeah, CBDs are good for animals. They're not bad. They're not going to hurt the animal.
No. But hey,
there's another drug.
Going back to TVs and TV shows and movies, everybody remembers, of course, Quantum Leap.
Yes.
Where he goes through time and he fix things. That concept of that TV show was not original. There was another TV show in the 80s, in 1982. It was an awesome show called Voyagers. Okay. Yep. It came out in 1982. I don't know if anybody remembers this show. It's where this guy has a watch. Basically, on this watch, when he goes through time, if it's red, that means in that time something went wrong, and he has to go fix it. And during this travel, he gets into like modern day time, like we were in, and there's this kid, kind of like Time Bandits. It has a lot of Time Bandits here, where this kid lost his parents, and somehow this kid gets into time travel with him, and the show is about fixing time and trying to get him back home. Yeah. Now, this was the original Quantum Leap. Patrick, do you remember the show called Voyager?
I remember it. I didn't watch it though.
Go to YouTube, type in like Voyager's trailer or something. It was a really good movie. And the concept is something in time went wrong where it was, straight line and something went wrong. So that's really a lot of Mandela effect right there. If you really think about it, he has to go.
It's really good.
So time has changes.
Is it a series or a movie?
No, it was a series on TV.
Okay.
It was during the time of Knight Rider and all those shows.
Okay. All right.
It was during that time. I enjoyed it.
I might have seen it. I guess I don't. I probably obviously didn't get into it to remember it that.
Yeah, well, I was a kid. Of course, I got into it. I was a kid, and of course, Quantum Leap came out, later on, where the concept of Quantum Leap, it was basically Voyagers, where he travels through time. But in Quantum Leap, he goes into that person's body. He looks like that person when you see him in the mirror. Now, in Quantum Leap, do you guys remember? Is there a lot of Mandela effects changes in that show that you've seen that you guys could speak of?
I have not watched Quantum Leap since the Mandela effect. So I will have to go watch the Quantum Leap shows to
Quantum Leap.
Hey, Ocean Girl wrote, my 6-year-old dog is almost totally blind, which my dog is actually going blind. She wished she had access to CBD. So I guess in Australia, they can't get it, huh?
It's fucked up.
It's not like America where you could get it?
So is it against the law, Ocean Girl, to order it?
Because in Washington, we got pot shops. Now, it's legal here. You can go buy anything, and they actually have CBD.
They got CBD shops. They got CBD shops, so they're getting there.
Yeah, and they have CBD just for animals at the shop. You can say, hey, I want to buy CBD for my pet, and they have special ones just for animals.
Yeah. Well, oddly enough, people don't know this, but the European nations, they haven't legalized the marijuana, people. You'd think that Europe, with their the Nazi regime, they have the European Nazi regime now. They call it I don't know what they call them. With the fucking European Union, they have not. Let me repeat this: they have not legalized marijuana yet. People are still smoking illegally all over, even in Amsterdam. People say they go to Amsterdam because pot's legal. Pot's not legal in Amsterdam. That's a misconception. It's not. They're not turning people in. They're not arresting you with it. They've lessened they've lessened the whatever for it. It's still illegal, technically illegal. So don't think that European fucking nations have legal marijuana. Only the United States at the moment, and some other smaller places. Again, the European Union is not legal for marijuana.
Actually, that's correct. Now, some states can sell it, but technically, it's still against the law with the federal. So
yeah,
some states legalize it, but with federal, they can still come in and shut it down if they really wanted to. That's why pot shops can't work with banks. And that's why a lot of pot shops get robbed, because criminals know the money's there because they can't take it to banks. It's still a federal offense. Here it is.
Yeah.
It's illegal in Australia.
Yeah, that's sad. You know what's funny? Because when I was in the United States Navy, I got some of the best pot in my my life in Australia. Oh shit, he smoked weed in fucking Australia. Oh no. Yeah, there was a guy on the fucking pier who had a big ass bag full of marijuana. There's a lot of marijuana in Australia, but it's highly illegal and underground. So let everyone know that one. Everybody has marijuana. Everybody's got a pot fucking dealer all over the goddamn globe, but these royal elites will not allow it to be legal, because if you go smoking marijuana, your third eye might open up, and if you might become a freed citizen, you might start, all the slaves might become free. We can't have free slaves. So for no reason at all other than to keep you oppressed, suppressed, or whatever you want to call it, marijuana is still illegal. Even old fucking Donald fucking dump truck, he legalized hemp. He did not legalize marijuana. Let me repeat this. Dump truck fucking Donald fucking fake legalized hemp, not marijuana. And marijuana, there's no fucking reason why marijuana shouldn't be legal across the fucking back of this turtle.
But they're keeping it until his family puts money in it, then he will. Now, Acoustic the City wrote Canada. Now Canada, like, are you talking about Canada? You can buy it or you can't? I think Canada you can, right?
It's legal in Canada.
Now, Sean Baker wrote, "I flew to Amsterdam and met Soma, the cannabis breeder, and he gave us mushroom tea in 2004. And I looked out both sides of the airplane and saw no curvature."
Wow.
Mary wrote, "I didn't know that marijuana was legal in the U.S." Well, it's in the States you can, but not federal. It's still against the law with federal. Now, Flat Accord Music wrote, "It's insane. Our brains have receptors for a reason."
For a reason, yeah. That they know that. They know that.
Trump is a fraud as well. Yes, he is. Hey guys, just watch the movie Evil Speak. Think of that military school of all Donald Trumps, and you'll love what happens at the end to all these Donald Trumps.
But let me say this. Now, I told everyone to vote for that piece of shit, because if you didn't, you would have Hillary in charge. Now, Hillary is part of the agenda. From what I've observed, from my brain calculating whatever it calculates like a fucking machine, Hillary was the one that was supposed to win. Trump threw a coup and took over the office. However, Trump is not supposed to be the president. He's acting president, and he's a piece of shit. However, he is better than Hillary at the time. Now, they've impeached him, so he'll be gone. So his part is being played. He'll be out. Now, we need to vote a whole new president.
Do you actually think they're really going to impeach him all the way?
No, because that house that it has to get through is all Republicans. It's mostly all Republicans. It will never go through.
Yeah, right. No, right. No, Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And where they just voted was basically all Democrats. That's why they got the
impeachment. It's fake. It's fake. Guys, it's fake. Don't say Democrats. Don't say Republicans. Say cousins. Remember, they're related. They're Rh negative. I can't repeat this enough, and people don't fucking get it in their heads. They're fucking Rh negative blood types, and they're related.
I don't want to.
The fucking Roman Empire. You're a slave. You're an Rh positive and a slave.
I don't want to.
Not a negative. You're a positive and a slave.
I don't want to get political on the show. I think politics sucks. But I will going to say just one thing. This fucking country will never, ever move forward as long as we keep fucking voting in Republicans and Democrats. The problem is Republicans and Democrats both suck. They fucking suck. They'll never work together.
Related.
You know what people need to do? Fucking vote in
Here.
independents, dude. Vote in outsiders. Fuck the Republican and Democrat party.
Right. Eric Eugene Wood's name in the box.
Listen,
Right.
Eric, did you get your stuff on? Did you get? Are you making up signs and stuff?
you know, I want no. The problem is, all that shit costs money, and I got laid off, so I only got a few weeks of unemployment checks. I don't have money to do that, so I try to spread it through YouTube. It's
YouTube.
Well, do you have a campaign page or something like that?
Bob has a T-shirt. Bob has a T-shirt website that actually has a picture of me running for president,
holding a cup of coffee.
holding up a cup of coffee. So, Bob, what's that? Do you have? Can you resend me the?
It's a Teespring. Yeah, I got your T. I've been trying to help Eric out. It's under Eric's name. It's Teespring. I put time travel gear, and then I put Eric's, his presidency thing on there, trying to get people. Just make it viral, make it a joke. I don't care whatever it is. Get Eric Eugene Wood's name out there. Say, hey, who are you going to vote for? There's a guy named Eric Eugene Wood. Fuck it. I'm going to write his name in. Just write his fucking name in, people. You're not going to see him on the bill because it costs $20,000 to put your name on the paper. $20,000.
But I did file the form, so technically I'm legally running. But my name won't show up because you got to have $20,000 with all this stuff. Bob does have a T-shirt with me with coffee on it that maybe Bob could resend me the link again and I put it in the description.
All the proceeds are not going to go to Eric's fucking beer fucking account. It's going to go to Eric buying fucking probably more shit to put out there. Put my name on the billet. Put my name. It's for his fucking thing. You made $20 today, dude. We'll take $20. We're gonna buy $20 worth of fucking markers and $20 worth of fucking. Put it out there. Just write Eric Eugene Wood's name in the line. You can write somebody's name in and just put his name in the line.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be there to mark a box. You have to write his name in. So people are gonna have to physically learn how to write his name out. Write his name out. Write his name in.
And when you write my name in, they will take it down because I'm illegally filed to run. My name is in the system as running for president.
I tell people, if you think it's a joke, if you don't want the two assholes up there or any one of them, make a laugh out of it. Go to the fucking polls and laugh about it. Write Eric's name in. Fuck them. Do a rebellion. Rebel against the system. Just write his name in. Just write his name in. I want to see Eric standing up there in a fucking like a big ass thing, and everyone's gonna be like, "Who's that guy?" You hear about it? Everybody wrote his name in. It's all over fucking YouTube. It's all over Twitters. It's all over the goddamn internet. They wrote his fucking name in.
Well, this is what's sad. You know, we all know Sanders is running for president, right? Sanders as a Democratic Party. Sanders has been an independent most of his life, but he joined the party just so he could run for president. See, to me, that's fucked up because you should be able to run. And as sad as everybody says they want changes. Everybody, right? Everybody says they want changes, but how do you fucking make changes when you're voting for the same party?
You're the same people.
Vote outside the party. Vote outside the party. You know what my party is? Independent. I've revisited us. I'm sorry.
I'm going to be vice president.
I'm not trying to get political. I apologize. For that. But fucking people, vote outside the fucking party. Stop voting for Democrats and Republicans.
I'm going to be vice president. So you guys get to see me.
And Robert Wood is actually running as vice president, and he's living in Manchester. So we have already started foreign policy.
Goddamn right.
The UK.
I'm in England right now negotiating.
Now this guy wrote
legalization of marijuana.
We got a new guy to the party. He's Chips, no Democrat or Republican, only for Jesus. New to your channel. What do you think about Trump? Well, dude, if you've already been watching this channel, we already talked about there's a movie called Evil Speak where they kill a bunch of military people, and we said every single military people is Donald Trump. So that should explain to you how people think of him.
Do not vote for Biff Tanner, even though I said it the first time to get fucking Hillary out. And now Eric, and I'm going to be vice president. I'm going to be the most handsome vice president you've ever seen. And I don't need to shave because I'll be vice president. And Eric says I don't have to shave.
And this guy wrote, Democrats, Republicans are evil. Trump, Obama, Clinton, Bush are all evil. Yeah, but the problem is we don't have common sense to keep voting these people out. I mean, fuck, you guys watch the Democrat election? They're like the last one, they're all running. They're all so fucking fake.
I can't watch them. They're fucking fake. They're cousins. People, they're related.
I don't watch them anymore either.
Obama is related to Cheney. They're all related, biologically blood related.
What's that woman's name? What's that woman's name who thinks she's Indian, but they found out that she's not?
Oh God,
Warren.
Oh God,
they're all the same. They're all the fucking same. Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's obvious. It's scripted. Look at the Democratic candidates. Trump is scripted to win.
Of course, it's scripted to win.
It's all fucking scripted. One thing I love about this show here, none of us are scripted. None of us even talk about what's in the title. We just come on here, speak our mind. That's what this show is about. Listen. People who are into Mandela effect, like the ones who are really into it, I understand. There's shows like this whole week. There's shows that really get into it. They really talk about the residue. They get into, really hardcore. I don't want to do that. There's shows for that. And this show is about, we talk about it, but we'll have fun. I don't want to, we're not that show to like dig 100% deep into it. I'm not going to show computer, backgrounds, residues. That's not this show. But this guy wrote, can you put that video on your channel about Trump? I really want to see it.
Which one? Which we will laugh at? Which fake are you about?
Are you talking about, or unless somebody else in the chat was talking about it, it could be talking about somebody else. Presidents aren't elected; they are selected. That is true. That is true. That's, you
guys see Trump sit around. He's a Roman emperor. He sits around with the upside down lambda. The upside down lambda. He sits around with his upside down
doing that.
They do the symbols. Even though Princess Harry up in Canada is still doing his fucking thing with his hand like this, they're all part of the same system. They're all part of the same lodge system. There is no winning unless you vote outside the law system. Mm-hmm. You're going to have the same emperor every time. You're going to have a new emperor every fucking time. Every fucking time. You're just going to have the same fucking person.
I think Harry's going to become, what is it, Prime Minister of Canada or whatever they call him.
See, Pat, this is what I always said.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I've always said this. Republicans are crooks. They don't hide it. Democrats are crooks that tries to hide it. At the end of the day, they're all crooks. They're all about the money. Don't give me a break. One's really for the poor. Yeah, right. Nobody's fucking for the poor. Shit.
Nobody. No, they're not for the poor.
I applied for the post office, right? I'm supposed to get 10 extra points for being a service disabled vet.
On the billet.
I don't get a fucking call. I don't get calls in. It's all a fucking. And Trump was supposed to say, "Hey, I'm going to fix the VA system."
Fix the VA system. Shit. You know what? In my time, anyway, back in certain times, it used to be that you had to be a United States veteran, or not United States veteran. You had to be a veteran of war, or a veteran of service before you could become a ruler. It used to be that rulers had to be veterans. They had to be on campaign or whatever have you to be rulers. Now, these commanders in chief, they are not commanders in chief. They've never served in the military. You can't be in charge of the military unless you ever serve. Now, I'm so sorry people get upset about that. Well, it's not fair because I went to college for economics and I'm a damn good leader. And I don't give a fuck. If you didn't serve in the military, you cannot be in charge of the military. Right. You don't know what they've been through. You've never fucking been in boot camp. You don't know what boot camp is. You can't be in charge of the military if you've never served. So these presidents, these fucking Barack Hussein Obama, who has the same fucking name as all those bad guys in the comic books, made it for president. How does this happen? It's because they all set up. They were supposed to win every time. It's ridiculous. You guys need a commander-in-chief who had served in the military.
He comes president. I couldn't believe that he actually won because he becomes president after 9/11, and the so-called terrorist name is Osama bin Laden. and then you go and you get a president named Obama. Whatever. What the fuck is his name? Obama Simbala whatever.
Yeah, and he even says in a speech, to all of you guys, now listen the fuck up. He says in a speech to you Christians, especially you Christians, he said, word for word, don't look it up yourself, do your own research, you'll find the speech. He says, with 100% clarity, you do not need a Messiah. You do not need Jesus. You do not need a Messiah. He specifically has that message out there for you guys. You guys find a Messiah, he's going down. The man says, you do not need a Messiah. This is Barack Hussein Obama, who's still the American taxpayer is fucking paying for him to fucking have himself protected. His fucking nasty ass husband is still sitting around all these forts and all these fucking military bases having free jacuzzis, free fucking food, things brought to him, having himself massaged down by the fucking Marine masseuses, living the high life of a goddamn ruler that motherfucker should not be living. All these goddamn ex-presidents who've never served the military should not have them privileges. The American people need to rise the fuck up in this comic book. Nothing I say is real. We're all insane. But just hypothetically, we should rise the fuck up and say no more. We're not doing it no more. We're not taking it no more. We're not doing this no more. The people need to fucking be smart. Especially those of you guys with the Mandela effect. God woke you up for a reason. Because you're smart. It doesn't matter if people call you stupid. It doesn't matter if some guy in a car somewhere says that you don't have the education. What the fuck does this motherfucker have to do? Who the fuck is this fucking guy to tell you what the fuck who you are and who you aren't? You all have the effect if you have the effect. If you woke up, I don't give a fuck what you remember. If you woke up, God woke you up, and you have something to say, you can go out and campaign and fucking bring back and take back this fucking back of the turtle. God said so. Supposed to fucking bring shit to light. This is what this whole thing's about. This is Revelations with an S. This is
exactly. Revelations with the S. I can't stand when people call it Revelation.
Yeah, it ain't Revelation. I remember that's the big one for me. Now, there are Christians out there that are local. They're local. But again, you got to ask yourself a question. You know, did God want you to hate them? No, man. If you're a Christian, you're supposed to like them too. They might have a difference of opinion. Their Jesus might want fucking the enemy brought to him on a fucking tarp with their heads on it. I mean, you're going to blame them for that? You guys hate the new Bible? I kind of digging it a little bit. I see a fucking badass Jesus rolling around fucking taking heads. Why not?
So, hey, this guy wrote, one day I want to be a guest on your show. I have a lot of Mandela effects since 2007 and actually did what's called time slips. Hey, cool. If this is your first time watching show, you know that we invite anybody to come on. We give everybody a chance to talk in. So if you want to jump in on our show next
I'll bail out if he wants to come on now.
You're going to come on.
So, hey, Chips, do you want to come on now? Let me know in the chat if you want to come on now. I'll put in the link. There's the link. There it is. So just let us know. So it looks like when I came back, I took the phone call because I won't let this. I won't let you guys know everything, but apparently they called me yesterday, right? They said we put the new transmission in, but the new transmission is making a big pounding noise. So they might have to put in another one, but beyond that. So
no. Wait a minute.
So what did I miss?
I got something for you guys on that. Before you guys go too far with these, especially your transmission. I found out something huge, and I've talked about this before. In the Y2K thing. Oh, laugh about the Y2K. Yeah, it's a piece of fucking joke, whatever. The fact is, it's still true. And they fixed it in 2000. However, they moved it up 2 fucking decades to 2020. Now, my computer is in the shop. Around January, my computer, that brand new computer I bought just last year, I had to take it to the shop because it wouldn't open up. There's all kinds of problems with it. I took it to the shop, and it turned out the shop is saying they're having problems. They're overwhelmed with computers coming back into the shop. Computers are coming back into shops. Why? Because there's an epidemic of these fucking, which Y2K is happening now. So all of you guys with cars that are smart, you have computers in your fucking car. Your computers are also subject to the Y2K. Your transmission is also attached to that computer's fucking brain. And if your computer's brain is fucked up, your car is fucked up. Your transmission is fucked up. Your car, your lights aren't working. You're having all these electrical problems around your house. If it's smart, it's subject to the Y2K fucking bug. If it's older than 2000, you're really screwed. But this new 220 fucking bug that's running around your machines, guys, think twice. Now, again, I don't say this because it's just I'm randomly saying it, because I talk to the people at the computer shop, and they're overwhelmed with the same problem with all these computers. So I'm just telling you what I fucking found out. No, I could be wrong. I hope I am. Just saying, I'm telling you from what's going on with me. So maybe it's happening to you. So now you've got enough knowledge to stop and scratch your head and say, wait a minute. What if this is a fucking bug in my computer that's supposed to, or something's going on? Maybe these things are crashing because they didn't do it correctly the first time.
I'll tell you what is happening to you.
Okay.
Somebody wrote, I love this show. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
That's cool. There was a guy ring at the end of Brian Staveley's Ships Ahoy stream. Stream will up on his med stuff. Look into Dr. Henry Otto Warburg.
Who's up?
Look into Dr. Henry Otto Warburg. Huh. Might have to type in that name. Now, Ocean Girl wrote, what does everyone think about this coronavirus?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
No, wait a minute. I know about it.
It's all bullshit.
All right, Bob, tell us. What do you think about it?
Okay,
Don't get any shots.
What do you think?
Well, okay,
Don't get any shots.
Let me tell you guys the truth. This is what happened. No, I get to England. Well, no, actually, I get to Ireland. Okay, so I went back home with you, Eric. Remember I went back home with you?
Yeah.
Remember when I told you I showed up to Ireland and the people I was supposed to meet were all sick? Remember that?
I remember that.
You remember I got back to England and there was a fucking white-ass, crazy-ass epidemic going around. All these motherfuckers were sick. I was the only one in the house that wasn't sick with the roommates in this. I've been a flat with other people, and they were sick. They were sick. Everybody was fucking. And then I talked to one of them. Come down and says, "No, people that know me, I'm a little bit of a hard ass." Now, Eric and I didn't have doctors. We didn't get raised with doctors. We don't know what doctors are. So we had fucking brujas. We had witches. We had brujas. We had herbal medicines and natural stuff. So one of the tenants come down and staggers in here and was half thrown up and all sick and says, "Can you take me to the hospital?" I said, "Why?" He says, "Because I'm going to fucking feel like I'm going to die." He says, "You're not going to die." He said, "I'm not taking you to the hospital." Now, I had explained to these people, I understand you guys are born and raised with free fucking medicine. You're born and raised with fucking free medical system out of fucking England. You go to England down that medical system. That's why I told everyone, look, you go down that emergency room, it's going to be packed with all kinds of sick people. It's going to be just like you. They're going to do nothing for you. Nothing but give you an antibiotic that's going to hurt you in the long run. I said, you sit your ass fucking down and be sick. Now, I'll fill up some hot water bottles, and I'll put some pillow shit over it, and you can put it on your stomach. I'll make some fucking tea with some honey and some lemon and a little bit of hooch. We'll get you medicated down the old fucking fashioned way. But I'm not taking you to the hospital. Everybody got better.
Fight it.
Yeah, they got better. And so, and all of a sudden, that same name, that same virus that's in that fucking paper is the same one they were talking about that was here in Manchester. Now, I'm looking around. Did it disappear in Manchester? Did people not have it? Were there a select group of people that just all of a sudden had it? These people that had it were affected with the Mandela effect. Now, no one knows the Mandela effect that people had it. I myself contracted this fucking thing, and I fought right through it like nothing. It was easy for me. I think I was sick for a day. After that, I just drank through it. My dad used to say, if you got to glow, you might as well glow some more. My dad used to drink whiskey when he got sick because he says, fuck it, it's cheaper. you don't need to worry about buying a lot of whiskey. You can just take a couple of shots and you're already fucking drunk because it's cheaper that way. So I just did a couple of shots while I was sick. I felt fantastic. Like I just gave myself an extra glow. I fought right. So
when you have a toothache, marijuana.
I smoked some fucking weed too, but it's going around. It's huge. Here we go. Oh, that right here. Let's read it up. The hold on. The coronavirus, whatever, is a family of enveloped positive sense single-stranded RNA viruses. The viral genome is 26 to 32, whatever long. The particles are typically decorated with a large 20 millimeter, blah, 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 club or pedal-shaped surfaces projections, the papillomas or spikes, which is an electron magnetographs of spherical particles created an image reminiscence of the solar corona. It's like the fucking sun. Members of the family are thus referred to as coronaviruses. Coronaviruses, sun viruses. That's Latin for fucking sun viruses. So we got this new thing rolling around. This viruses is called the sun virus. Go figure that fucking thing, getting everybody. And guess what it adds up to?
13.
13. 13. Now I'm gonna show it to you.
13.
It adds up to 13. You guys look it up yourself.
Okay. Yeah. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's your goddamn 13. Now, if you have 3 13s, and you got 9/11. So now we've just attached the coronavirus to the fucking 9/11. Now, corona is sun.
Well, this guy wrote, I couldn't fathom.
Really, Robert.
If I were sick.
The sun virus.
Well, guy,
Nice to see you.
because he wrote, I couldn't fathom any alcohol if I were sick. But what I was trying to tell you, when kids living in a town called Kermit outside of Fresno, there's only like one doctor in the whole town.
Yeah.
And nobody had money to go see this doctor. So when we lived in an apartment complex by the auction, like I had a toothache. We didn't have medicine. We couldn't even buy aspirins. So we had people come over, like put marijuana between your gums to numb it. Toddy, Hot Toddy were famous because they just took like a shot of whiskey with hot toddy and honey.
Yeah,
trying to heal.
Honey has enzymes from bees that are good for you. You've got vitamin C, which is lemonade, and then you're mixing it with tea, which has caffeine. It kind of boosts you up. Then you take the shot of hooch, 2 shots of hooch, and it brings it down to a chaotic neutral. And then you sweat it. You put blankets on, and you sweat the virus out. You're killing the virus by overheating your body. Stop being a pussy and fucking fight through the virus. Everybody's a pussy.
On your channel,
That's what I was
on your channel. Don't you still have that video that we did about bees and the benefits of honey on your channel? You still have that on there?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did it on your channel, didn't we? We did it on your channel.
Yeah. If you get a scratch, you can smear honey on it.
Yeah, so if anybody want to learn more about the benefits of honey, go to Robert Wood's channel. It's in the description. And we did a whole video on how to pick out honey and about getting raw honey in your neighborhood, because the honey in your neighborhood has the enzymes.
Yes, the enzymes in your local neighborhood. Yeah,
not like getting honey that you buy in the store that's from, I don't know, Manchester, or it's from Texas. Find raw honey that's from your neighborhood, because there's enzymes that was developed from the bees in your
neighborhood.
So if you want to learn more about it, we actually did a video on bees.
Hypothetical, if I want to visit Patrick the painter, I want to go to Patrick's house. Patrick said, hey, man, you can come visit me? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in 3 weeks. So for 3 weeks, I'm gonna ask, hey, Patrick, can you mail me some honey from your area? I'm gonna mail you some honey from my local area where he lives. I'm gonna spoonful that honey for 3 weeks, because I'm taking in all those natural flowers and all those things I'd be allergic to before I showed up, and my body gets immune to them. So by the time it's 3 weeks are up and I go to Patrick's, I don't have no fucking allergies. I've just eaten honey from his local area. So if you're going to travel overseas to a specific area, be smart. Buy the local honey. There you go, honey.
Well,
buy the local honey from the area you're going to.
Now,
and you get those natural
I never
fucking
thought of that.
You know why I'm showing you this?
What is that?
Okay, we bought this Costco, but this honey is from Kirkland Center that's in our neighborhood. When me and sis went to Costco, we knew you're going to be coming sometime, and we thought before you come, we're going to send this to you.
Yeah, you need to do that.
In Manchester, UK, so you can take this before you come. We actually bought
you need
it
to do
for
that.
You guys ever?
Go ahead, Patrick.
We have a person and we have a couple people in town here that during the summer you can go downtown, and I think it's on every Saturday. They set up where they sell their vegetables and stuff out of their gardens and stuff. And
Yes.
this one guy and this lady, they have honey in the jars, and they have honey in them little strips. They look like straws, and you can just cut the straw and suck the honey out of them.
That's
And
what
they
you
have
need.
different,
That's all you need.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, different types. They're really good. Yeah.
That's medicine, dude. That is medicine. If you knew somebody's gonna come visit you, you have a relative, or whatever, you go down to that little fucking lady that sells those. Just send them the straws, and every day that person take that straw and just have that honey every day, and then get their body adjusted to whatever is around your area. Any plant life around your area is gonna be in that honey. So when they visit you, like you said, they're not gonna be allergic. Before I came here, back overseas. People over here sent me honey. They sent me the local honey from here. So before I left Eric's house, I was already getting down with the honey. I was putting it in my coffee. I'm putting it in my teas. I'm fucking just eating it with a spoon in the morning. It's good for your throat before you go to bed. It's good for you to wake up with your throat. It takes all the phlegm out. It heals your throat. It takes the bacteria.
I love honey.
Oh, you're just putting bacteria. It's killing the bacteria that's on your fucking throat. All those areas you need that. Honey's, that's why they have mead. You want to go alcohol? Drink fucking mead.
You can actually put it on your skin too.
Put it on your skin. It keeps the fucking. If you have a cut, put fucking honey over it. You don't need a band-aid.
Man, everybody's talking about bees in the chat. Raw, mad.
We go anywhere and everywhere.
H has T6B raw and mad optional, or B pollen locally.
Yeah.
But in there for free. Awesome, Sean. Ocean Girl wrote bees in Orion are not extinct.
They're not extinct. They're the opposite. They're the opposite. They keep telling you they're going extinct. We woke up in a timeline where these motherfuckers are multiplied by a million. There are bees everywhere. I had a beehive around one at my old house before I lost my house. It was the old school, the bear that claws the old beehive. I took a picture of the beehive. I actually sent it to somebody here in England to take a look at it. And they even had bees that were changing. They were like fucking changing with the Mandela effect. They went from bees to like a wasp-looking thing, and then it went all white. Then I had white bees. It turned into like white wasps with black stripes. I sent it to Scott Harrison as a local scientist. Just, I don't care outside of the beef areas. As a scientist, please look at this and tell me what you think. And store it. Keep it saving somewhere. But I got the pictures myself. I had a round beehive. It formed at my house. Because bees have become so domesticated over the fucking centuries that they stopped building these natural beehives. They were living in boxes. So bees are like humans. They got adapted to high-rise buildings, and they forgot how to build their own houses. The problem is they became too domestic in our timeline back on Sagittarius Arm. But in this place, they're becoming wild again. And they're starting to learn how to build their own homes. Encourage bees to build their own homes. Natural bees, but have a bee stack. I encourage everybody to be a beekeeper. Be a beekeeper. Be a beekeeper. Learn how to beekeep. Beekeeping is going to save the fucking back of the turtle. There's nothing wrong with beekeeping. So learn how to beekeep. Learn how to, and also hopefully nature and God's going to allow them bees to become natural again and build their own hives, and they are. I saw it at my house. They built their own hive, which is amazing. I had it on camera. I got the pictures. I can back up my shit. So bees are number one important in this fucking timeline. Also, Napoleon in this timeline, if you guys want a Mandela effect, Napoleon has bees on his fucking emperor's robe. Now, bees. Bees, actual bees on his emperor robe.
Hey, Bob, last year, did you, this person in the chat says, Rationally 27, she wrote, I sent you a bunch of stuff on bees and hive last year at Robert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got it. Rash knows. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. She knows. She knows probably the history of bees like better than I do.
You absolutely said this person rationally. That's my girlfriend.
No, really?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
I did not know that. Nobody.
That's his girlfriend.
Or maybe wow, that's your girlfriend. That's awesome.
God sent her to him to help him get off drugs and stay off.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. How
all shapes and sizes and forms, and they always look pretty.
Well, I mean, when you and I did that show on bees, when we were talking about how you got to watch out, you want to buy local honey on purpose because China has cheated the system of saying it's real honey when they're splicing it. And what they did was, since they got caught, this was in a video we did with Bob a long time ago. A little documentary here. So China got caught and got fined big time money because they kept learning on how to cheat the system. So what China does is they sold their honey to some off island, and then in this island sold the honey back to America. But the funny thing is this island was selling this honey, but there was more honey on the amount of bees that they had on this island.
Yeah,
they're buying it from China. So the documentary part of the story is don't buy honey from a national company. Buy honey from your local area because more likely that honey you're buying is spliced. It is not true raw honey. So buy it from your local. It's all in that video, Bob. We did a whole history thing on it.
Ocean Girl is right. When I had that weird ass beehive and then white bees were in that weird ass beehive, every fucking flower, I filmed it, and Ocean Girl remembers sections of my back garden were turning white. It was like sections with the branches were white and the flowers were turning white. So wherever those bees were landing, the pollinate, all my plants were turning white. They were turning they're turning albino. I had sections of my garden, like you'll see a plant and half of it was white and the other half was like green with a regular colored flower. The other side was a white flower. Wherever the bees landed, it was turning I don't know. I can't make this shit up. I filmed it. And thank God Ocean Girl saw it live. I filmed it live. The freaking plant, the part of the tree where the bees were landing was white. So wherever the bees landed, it was turning things white. That's kind of fucking cool. That's kind of like God talking right there. At least I got it on film. People that watch it, but yeah, Ocean Girl, thank you for bringing it up. I forgot about that. Yeah, the bees that turn white. Did they turn did they turn from a white bee to like a white wasp? And then I've not seen a white bee or a white wasp yet. Oh yeah, I got the pictures. Pictures. Wow. I had them on. Hopefully, it's still on camera. Hopefully, still got it out there. But I think it was Rationally that was showing me something about a lot of the animals are becoming. You can find them a lot easier. Oh, yeah. There's a name for them. The white bee. What? Yeah. They're spirit animals. It's okay. So you see God and you see Jesus in the way you see Jesus. The Native Americans, the indigenous peoples of the Americas, let me say, the indigenous peoples of the Americas and the Canadian us, they get spirit animals. That's how the spirit realm talks to them. So you're getting white deer, albino white deer, albino. That's what I was looking for. Spirit animals. I call them spirit animals. You're getting white whales, spirit everything. Spirit tigers, spirit this, spirit this. There's all kinds of spirit
Yeah,
animals.
and they're all almost a whole shitload of animals, white albino animals. They're showing themselves now.
Yeah, bucks too. They've got bucks now. Remember, like an albino buck has a life expectancy of maybe 3 weeks as a baby. They're going to be eaten by a predator. So the fact that these are white spirit animals, these bucks with huge antlers that are white, how the hell does this thing live?
Texas Danny's in the house.
Danny. But these are spirit animals, and these are for the natives. These are for the indigenous people to see. And they're seeing them. They're seeing their spirit animals. Like you see God, people are seeing whatever their deities they need to see. The natives are seeing spirit animals. That's their religion. That's them seeing things. Everybody's getting a little bit of taste of God right now.
I have a question for Rationally 27. That was something secret that you don't want people to know about Patrick. Come on, man. Tell us something about Patrick. Come on. Tell us something.
She won't play that game.
Oh, it's not a game. I really want to know. John Baker wrote, I am 1/4 Native American Cherokee, and my family is black.
Very good. Very good. With the new genetic systems, let's put this. I like to tell everyone this. Number one, if you're from Sagittarius arm, throw your genetics out the window. Throw your genetics out the window. Everybody's a spin. Everybody's a mix. Everybody's a mix. Everybody's genetics have changed. My face changed. I've got a Jew nose. My nose was never Jewish looking. I had the Mandela effects, and my body keeps changing. And somebody in this fucking flat says, "Dude, I've noticed your nose keeps changing." I said, "What do you mean?" I look at the mirror, and I'm like, "I am getting a fucking Jew nose. I'm not saying anything bad with the Jewish custom. Genetically, I'm getting the Jewish nose." And so a lot of our genetics are being respun. A lot of people, you're looking different. Again, when you look at actors, you look at your ears. The Texas Danny talked about your ears are changing. Some of your facial features are changing. Your cheekbones are changing. Some of the actors, we think they look, what the fuck? They look weird. They look different to me because their genetics. It's like in this timeline, you're quantum jumping into your other self, where it's your genetic dice has been re-rolled. She might have a little bit more of this ethnicity, or a little bit less of that ethnicity. You used to have it in the other one, and you had more in this one, or less in that one. You know, it might be darker or lighter or whatever.
Rationally 27. I don't want information. I want information on Patrick. She wrote albinos and all these multicolored animals. No real predators.
Isn't that weird?
Stuff on Patrick. Give me some dirt.
Well, she's a scientist. She's in the medical field. She knows that. How can an albino animal not have predators? They'd be dead 100% when they're born. They're going to die out. They live.
But what does this mean by Texas Danny? 25, 26, 27.
We have to probably do the math on that.
Somebody do the math. I guess Danny's throwing us a test. What's 25-26-27 and 2 marks? What? So Patrick, what does that mean? I can't hear Patrick talk.
He's faking his audio. He don't want to
audio. I'm going back to the way I used to look.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I'm getting younger. My skin got younger. I look younger. I'm getting bigger, body-wise, muscle-wise.
I'm getting more handsome. I'm getting more handsome.
I'm getting damn good looking. I'm like a walking man candy. I'm like a candy bar for the females.
Oh, maybe Patrick really did have an issue because here it is. Mandela. I'm not sorry. Texas Danny says, I believe the DNA thing is far from done. Yeah. Look over my hands last night. Going to change.
Yeah, I've got a new freckle or new mole on the other side of my face. It's on this side. I have a new dot. I was like, hey, I got another little mole right there. What the hell? I was like, what the hell? And then my nose keeps doing its weird. A lot of noses have been changing in people, by the way. I've been noticing a lot of nose changes, and mine's been changing. A lot of people are starting to look like biblical characters, like people from antiquity. It's kind of like that. I know a lot of people are like trying to associate themselves. Hey, I look like this painting, or I look like this painting. Well, you might start looking like somebody in antiquity. I'm saying everybody. I'm saying some people are starting to look like people in antiquity. People are starting to like, hey, I look like this person, or I look like this person.
7Torius111 wrote, Eric, facts. Don't know what he means there.
Super facts.
Facts on what? Sean wrote, I haven't seen much change in my face that much, but I am a little pale because I did not get enough sun.
Yeah, nobody is. If you go to your doctor, everyone's going to have the same thing. Everybody, I 100% down the fucking line is going to say, every doctor's going to say to you, you guys are all low on vitamin D.
Can you hear us, Pat?
Everybody's low on vitamin D.
Go back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Something always happens on that third square. You notice, Bob? Not the second square, not my square, but anybody who jumps on the third square on my bottom, it's always the audio issues. Brian has crackling on his. Something about that third square.
Too much radiance, too much electricity coming from us. Too much magic.
Yeah. So when are we gonna get together to do that movie?
As soon as Bob gets here in America, when he has to fly back, he's working on it now.
Okay.
Back, then we're gonna start on that movie. And
I'm working on it.
Everybody send Robert a little money so he can get home.
Don't do that. I can't ask for money. I'm not supposed to ask for money. I can never ask for money. I'll do it. I'll figure it out.
It's a gift.
I can't ask. I've only ever received, but I can't ever ask. Texas Daddy knows that rule. I can't. Texas Daddy kept saying, Robert, I can't ask you to do that, dude. You can't do that. And next thing you know, one day I'm fucking completely broke. I go to my fucking mailbox and there's a check from Danny. Says, go get some fucking tacos and beer. And I go, okay, I didn't ask. That's the fucking key. I didn't ask. I can cash it and use it, but I can't.
Texas Danny just wrote, yeah, I think Robert is correct about VD.
Venereal diseases. Yes, I'm very correct about venereal disease.
I want everybody to know that this movie I'm talking about is no joke. I bought a whole brand new camera system. It's not like top-notch camera system, but I bought a new camera and I already got, dude, I'm already writing the script. It's going to start with Bob over a grave, looking at the grave, and then I'm going to be talking to him from heaven because in our last little small film, I died. So about how I'm going to come back, and I'm actually going to a lot of people haven't watched that little film we made. I'm actually going to remix it. I'm going to remix it and re-put it out there so people kind of see the beginning stages of this movie. I'm taking that concept, making it a bigger movie, and then I'm going to ask different people all around the Mandela community to do little clips for me that I'll be putting in this movie. We're going to do a clip with Patrick dying. Patrick will die in this movie.
That's fucking hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
You are going to die in this movie.
I help with the movie when I went to college. Okay, here's a big fucking difference between the United States college education system and places like in Europe and like Britain and stuff like that. In the United States, you got to take. I looked at their education system here, and it's pretty fucking bad. It's pretty bad. Teachers in this country don't even need to have a college degree, or don't even have a college degree or nothing. They can be a fucking high school to fucking graduate and be a teacher in high school. It's kind of fucking weird like that. So you don't even need a college degree to be a teacher in this country. Yeah, they're pretty fucking bad. And then they graduate at 16 and go to what they call a college. Then they go to the uni at fucking 18. Now, United States, you got to go to school all the way to 18. Then you go to fucking maybe a community college for 2 years. Then you go to another 4 years to a university. Our fucking college system is way complex to the locals here. So, and we also have prerequisites that are fucking off the chain in the United States. And over here, they don't have to do prereqs. They just go into their fucking career field and done. They spit them out here like fucking like drones. You're graduating, take your test, moving you in this direction. They don't take prereqs. None of the hard classes. We got to take multiple hard classes along with the other classes. So back to what I was talking about. I had to take some basket weaving classes, we call them in the United States. Rash will explain it to you, and people that have been to college in the United States will tell you about basket weaving classes. It's prereqs. You have to take them regardless if you like them or not. So I took film school. I went to film. I took film. It was like, I need a class. I need a filler. I need a basket weaving class. That's what we call any kind of random class. So I took film. I'm so happy that the United States has a fucking college system that's real. So I took film. I didn't have to. It's not part of my degree, but I had to pick like Jazz 101 or a Latin, whatever. So I took film. And so when Eric and I were talking about ideas, I go, Eric, let me show you how I did it in film class. I got a 4.0 in the class. I was a director. Kind of fucking cool. So I showed Eric how to do, remember we did storyboard.
Yeah, we did.
Storyboard. Sit down with a cup of coffee, and we're going to do, it's like a comic book. Like a comic book. So we did a storyboard first. Then you label all the storyboards for each scene going down the line, including specifics like clothes, color, the hats, shirts, socks, whatever you want for the scene, whatever stuff you're going to use for the background. And then we follow the storyboard. So we'll do one scene here. Since we're wearing the clothes already, let's go ahead and do the 5th square, since we're already wearing the clothes, just like they do in film. And so his it's weird that I fucking had those classes. So I was like, Eric, here's how you do the storyboard. Eric's like, cool. So we did it out. Making a film is kind of fun.
It is.
I took the class for it, so it's kind of fucking ironic. You gotta love the American fucking education system sometimes, even though it's all on the fucking take. It's all part of the fucking guild, Freemasonry, bullshit, whatever. But still, it's good. And so I took film, and so Eric and I went ahead and made that film based from that class, doing storyboards, doing the script lines with the script, rewriting things out before you do it. So it comes out pretty good.
Yeah, Flat Accordion Music wrote, "What's the movie going to be about? Is there a script? If so, can you email it to me?" And then Flat wrote, "Short film too, psyched at the idea of doing the music for a movie." Now, the short film that we did is very short. I'm actually going to remix it tomorrow again, different sounds, and then I'm going to re-put it out there so people can see it. And that's
George Lucas? Are you George Lucas? How many times do you remix one fucking? Are you George Lucas the video?
This is why. You
don't want me to stream Mandela effects after this video?
Let me tell you why I'm remixing it. Because the music that we used that I liked, apparently that music said it was free. It was non-copyright music. And when we put it in, I got a copyright on it saying this guy's claiming the music. And it was free. It was supposed to be free. So I'm remixing it. I'm trying to find some free sounds for it. And then Flat can actually see it. And then I'm actually writing the script now. So the script is not finished of the new movie, but it is going to be a horror movie, of course. Yeah. People are going to die in this movie. And now the short movie that we did was just fun. We're just learning how to use the camera, how to download it. So it's not professional at all. It's more fucking around. But it was an intro on what we need to do to get to where I want to make a movie. Getting a better sound system, better special effects. Because the special effects in it, they're not great.
We'll make the real Big Lebowski.
Well, and I have ideas. I'm actually getting bars to put the green screen like we're driving a car. So we're gonna do the whole thing.
We'll do the storybook, and we'll hook up with Flat Accord Music over here where it's fucking copyright free, and we'll have him do the fucking scores.
The original movie got copyrighted. So fucked up because it said it was free copyrighted music that we could use.
Yeah,
and then they fucking claim it.
And then we'll do a storyboard, and then we'll send out things like we'll send things to Patrick, maybe Brian Stavely and his crew. Hey, can you guys reenact this scene? Can you guys do this scene with your cameras and then send to us to add to the film? If we can get other people, fun. Other people's like, okay, but it's like here's everybody wants to go off and do the crazy shit, but here's the storyboard. Here's what you have to do in the storyboard. Please keep it within the storyboard box and not go fucking ballistic and crazy. But, send people, here's the script. Read the fucking whatever. This is your part in the fucking movie. Can you film this part from your end? This part, and then stay within the frame of the storyboard. And then we can hand that out to people. You and Rash can do your own scenes. Like you guys are driving. You guys could be Betty and Barney Hill and being abducted by aliens.
Ocean
But
Girl.
I've got to die somewhere in this scene too, though.
Cool. Yeah, you can be raped by aliens.
She wrote, if you slow.
Oh no, Rationally is so scared she accidentally runs me over.
There you go.
This is interesting. Ocean Girl says if you slow music clips down by ×2,
they can't pick it up.
Can't pick it up. But the thing was, this where we got the music from, it said it was free to use.
Yeah. Be careful with that because there's a site. His name is Matt. I love his stuff. Matt from Quantum Con Science. Yeah. Matt from, he put out a video talking ironically. Here we go with a synchronicity. Exactly what we're talking about, synchronicity. He put it out that they are taking these clips and saying they're copyright free. It's a trap. You put them into your fucking movie, then they're throwing a bill at you saying $5,000.
Yeah,
it's not copyright free. He oddly enough just talked about this, and we didn't plan this.
Yeah, he said I watched that. He said he was deleting all his videos, so they can't come back. Yeah, so they can't come back after him.
Exactly. Wow. So he had to do that. He just talked about that. That's kind of fucking weird. We just talked about that. But yeah, so you have to have your own person doing their own scores. Like literally, you have to have sidebar guy do his stuff. Is flat accord music maybe guy can throw a couple chords.
When Bob flies back, I'll let you guys know. You know when he flies back to America, and if anybody, I'm not asking people to send money just to send money, but people want to tribute to help us make this movie. Because I want to do a good movie, but it's going to cost a lot of money if you want real good effects. So if anybody wants to tribute to help, PayPal, me, Skywood 6 is on there on the screen right now. It's in the description, and we have a P.O. box address in the description. So if anybody has outfits, extra kind of like cool clothes of carrying out with blood, anything you could think you want to help send us in the description is a P.O. box address. So anything you guys want to send to help us make this movie, dude, please send it. Send us outfits. Send us. When me and Bob made this movie, listen, when me and Bob made this movie, we wore the same outfit through the whole movie.
Yeah.
We haven't even had different clothes to the movie. So if anybody
also, I love having tell me who I am. I love having 1,000 subs, and I love you guys. But if I get 1,000 more, I'll tell you what I'll do for y'all. I will switch my tie for you. How does that sound?
If I get 1,000 more, I'll switch my tie for you. I'll do a dance naked on top of the roof.
I'll do it just for you guys.
It reminds me of that car salesman back in the day. Like, if you buy my cars, come down to my lot. I'll dance on the car for you. Smashing prices for 1995. You two can own this. I'm smashing prices.
You know what we can do now?
No, you come and buy my car from me, and your first tank of gas is free.
It's free.
But see, this was great now because when you hit 1,000, you can actually now do a live off your phone without even using any program.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying.
So what we could do is we could actually film a documentary making this movie on the way. Have somebody use the phone to film us trying to make this. I think it'd be fun.
But I have to say thank you out there. One thing, I got one new sub today. I want to say thank you for subbing, Robert. Yeah. I got one new sub. I've got these guys are rolling in subs. I think I got like 30, and then somebody subbed me today for an extra one. Mine's already been at 1,000, but it's been locked. And then so I got, thanks to these guys, him and Brian, I'm up to 30 more subs, 31. So I got 13.
I saw your subs went up.
31 subs. Actually, I got 31 subs. Yeah,
I've got 700 more to go.
Two
more years at least.
Man, 4.5 years, 5 years. I don't even look at subs anymore. It don't matter because when I was on Crow, remember when I was on Crow, we made a video, and then the next day you remember that I got 1,800 subs. Me and a couple of people got 1,800 subs in a day, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? How do I get 1,800 subs in one day?" And then 2 days later, all the subs were gone. They were gone. They just disappeared. I go, whoa, come on. They're not real. So the subs aren't real. When you have like maybe over 1,000, I think they're real. I think when you have within like maybe 1,500 subs, they're actual real subs. Once it goes past like 20,000, I don't think they're real anymore. I think the status quo, the whatever machine out there, the AI, whatever algorithm is giving you subs, just giving them to you. I know there's some people out there with big ass subs that don't deserve them. I'm like, how did you get these subs? I'm not saying names, but there's just no reason for it. There's people
you're talking about
that get low subs.
Things about us. Flat Card wrote, well, I have an instrumental album called Portuguese Spelling Be Mind Control Program. You can use any of that for the score of your remix. It fits. Oh,
very cool.
We're gonna make things
very cool.
Things split, man.
Control program. Okay, hold on. Weren't we just talking about bees? That's a secret. Okay, so bees seem to be, purgatory spelling, bee mind. Well, there's the bee. I think that was supposed to happen.
Hey,
so
maybe this movie needs some bees in it. Radioactive bees.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. We were just talking about bees. So it worked out pretty good for that one. Yeah, definitely. We'll be using people's contributions for music, contributions for the fucking filming. And people yourselves are going to be giving a list. Here's a list. Don't give money. Here's a list. You do your own fucking filming and add it, send it back over. We'll edit it in.
If any of you are not subscribed to Flat Accord Music, Patrick Roberts, Our Timeline, Robert Wood, subscribe today. Let's get Flat Accord Music some more subs. Because if he's going to take time to make music for us, that's awesome. I mean,
go ahead.
You can't put money on that. That's taking some extra time to do something, and that's fantastic. Any movie with you guys will be great. Well, guys, I'm gonna remix the movie, put it back on there. You will see Bob get molested by a doll. He got molested.
Why would I be molested by anything? I want to be molested by anything.
He got molested by a mermaid dog. Let's just say that.
I want to fight something with talons, man, like something fierce. We're gonna make a dragon.
He wrote, "I love you guys. Energy. Sharing art is infectious, dude. Why can't we make a fucking movie? I mean, our last movie's only like 8-10 minutes, but why can't we make a full feature movie? Why can't we?
Hey, can we put in some characters that we would like to just kick in the ass?
This is gonna we're gonna write a basic script, and whatever anybody wants to add to it, that's how it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow with all of us.
Okay.
It's gonna grow with all of us, dude. I mean, fuck. We had in our last little movie, we had Yoda in it. We had R2D2 in it.
I'm gonna help with the storyboard, so you guys don't worry. Eric's not gonna go too crazy. I'm not gonna be molested by a damn toy either. I'm gonna do the storyboard with him.
I like the one where Robert plays God.
Jerry, I subscribe and will watch your latest looks. Interesting. People buy sub Aka Richie from BSTN.
Boston.
People buy subs. Oh yeah. I remember that controversy. I don't want to. Yeah, they said Richie from Boston was buying subs. Well, you can. You can buy them out of India. They were selling subs out of India. Yeah, they were selling subs out of India. You could buy subs.
I looked it up and I was looking to see how much it would cost to buy subs because at one point I was like, I want to get up to 1,000 subs so I can record off my phone, but I'm not going to go buy the subs because that's just wrong.
It's so stupid. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You want real people.
No, I would never do that. No, I want to do it. I want to do it on my own. Yeah, I want to do it on my own. And plus, I already found a way. I was told a way. Somebody showed me a way that you can stream without needing 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
so I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna test that this afternoon after I get done with this show. Later on I'm gonna test this new stream thing out and see how well it works.
On our show Tuesday, somebody wrote into chat on what program to use. I think Brian did. I think Brian said what program to use.
You gotta remember the audience is small anyway.
Oh yeah. Brian Stavely. Yeah, I remember.
You gotta remember the audience are small anyway. There's not very many people with this effect that actually have the effect. So your audience is always gonna be small. You're never gonna be the king of the fucking world when it comes down to certain things. your appeal is going to only go out to a small number of people. So you're going to have a bunch of people laughing into their computer screens, washing dishes. The crowd we're going to get are a bunch of people washing dishes or eating some popcorn. Let me check out those crazy fuckers. And then, hey, they put a movie out. You're going to have a good laugh. So it's basic and small. Yeah.
Does anybody know Patrick's channel?
Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline.
Yes, and I'll put his channel link in the description. I didn't know who's coming on today, so we got lucky. But last Thursday, the show called The Three Amigos, he is actually in that description right now. Yeah. So if you guys want to jump over to that show last Thursday, The Three Amigos, there's a picture of all three of us on there. Actually has his channel YouTube already in there. And after we're done here, I'll put it in here too.
And Zach, we encourage you to come on, man. You guys can always come on too. I want to bring Ocean Girl on. We didn't
know Patrick's going to come on.
Show. We bring her on. Sell her channel. Get her going over there.
We didn't know Patrick's coming on today. He came on, and then usually everybody knows whoever I put on, I always go back and put their in the description.
Yeah, Eric and I argued for like 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck, man? Why are you putting him back on? He's like, well, got to. We do that. I don't have a choice. Well, god damn it. We're fighting back and forth, and finally, we're like, all right, let him on. God damn, he's like that redhead kid that don't leave you alone. He wears he's like the redheaded kid with the snot that has like the towel around his neck, and he bounces in the walls, but you ignore him.
So how about this? We're at 2 hours now, 2 hours 17 minutes. I got some things I gotta do, but before we leave, Robert Wood's channel, he's already in the description if you want to sub on him. And I love it. Last week when somebody I was watching your live show, somebody's on there like, does Robert know we can't hear nothing from the phone? And I'm like, just get a bucket of popcorn, sit back and just watch his show. It's just for a fun ride.
Mine's only for people getting out of narcotics.
Robert, our timeline is having a show tonight. You said, right? You're having a show live tonight. We can't hear him, but something went wrong. But I'll put his description. But he's having a show tonight, and then tomorrow. Does Digital Intel? Does he have a thumbnail up yet for his show tomorrow? Does anybody know?
I didn't see anything yet.
So he doesn't have it yet, but tomorrow all three of us are invited to jump on his show tomorrow, 4 o'clock Pacific time. East Coast is 7 o'clock, and of course he's doing it from Australia. So I don't know what time that is. So we're gonna be live on his show because I didn't call him out. I said, hey, he never invited me, so I guess I forced him to invite me. So I don't know if I should feel good about that. But he's gonna have a show tomorrow. We're gonna jump on. That should be fun. And
we'll be out there, having a good time. Just share it and love, baby.
We'll check you out after this. So Ocean, she's starting a live show now. So go to Ocean. So bye Patrick. Patrick's waving bye. And then guys, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was great. And then Ocean, thanks, Satarius, and then we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, everybody.